Okay, I am on just like 1 minute early so that I can give everyone a chance to jump on. It is going to be so good today, so good. So, yes, people are jumping on. When you are on, say hi so that I can see who's on, and say hi and where you're from. This is going, like every single challenge that I do, every time I do this challenge, it's so good. And this time is going to be the absolute best time. You're in the best round. I rewrote the whole challenge because I got so many responses from you guys. Whatever is going on for you right now is how I wrote the material for this week. So this is specifically for you. So as you jump on, say hi, let me know that you can hear me, let me know where you are from, and we're just gonna go ahead and get started. So who is ready to manifest their soulmate relationship? Who is ready? Give me some hearts, some emojis, and let me see. Okay, all right. I can see, yes, okay. Okay, awesome. Heidi, Lindsay, Heidi, Bray, is it Bray or Bree? Heidi from Vegas, Long Island, New York. Awesome. Margarita, is that how you say your name? Lindsay from Wisconsin, north of Milwaukee. I've never been. Natalie, Nicole, Pensacola, Florida. I know where that is. All right, all right. Puanani, is that how you say it? Puanani, I think, from the Bay Area. Lindsay, Michelle, come on in, from New York, yay. Okay, Bray, okay, awesome. Heidi, Margarita, Stephanie from Vegas, but I'm at work so I may have to rewatch later. All right, we got some people from Vegas. I used to live in Vegas, awesome. So let's go over a few. Hi, Elizabeth. Elizabeth is a repeat. Hi from San Diego. Hi, Laura. Come on in. Okay, so let's go over a few housekeeping things. I'm gonna make this really short, but mark your calendars for this time each day. It's gonna be 6 p.m. Central or whatever time it is for you right now. So put that on the calendar for the next week. This is a free, hi Laura, this is a free 5-day challenge. And what that means is that it is up to you to show up. It is up to you to take responsibility. You're gonna get what you put into this. This challenge, Puanani, okay, Puanani, got it, I think. Let me know if that's correct. So this is a free challenge, but it's going to take your time, effort, and energy. Now, so many things have happened with my clients and in these groups. Awesome, cool. So they have manifested their soulmates back. They have manifested their exes back. They have manifested engagements. I've had people who have been dating someone on and off for 14 years, and he finally made that commitment and said that she was his soulmate, right? And future wife, right? So that finally happened. I've had people turn their marriages around, right? So it is possible for you, but you have to show up. You have to do the work. You have to be 100% committed to making this happen. So I know that the information that I'm giving you this week is going to be super transformational, and you're going to love it, but a lot of it's going to be real. A lot of it is going to be real. So I'm going to tell you things that nobody else has told you before about manifesting, about relationships, about you where you are right now, because I want to get you from where you are right now. I want to get you to the other side. Hi, Phil. So we're going to be real. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to know, right? Because I don't want you to stay stuck. That is not an option. You are not allowed to stay stuck. So who is ready to move up? Who is ready to manifest their soulmate relationship? I know, Phil, you're not. Phil is just a fan. Phil just wants to manifest things. But who is ready to manifest your soulmate relationship? Because this is totally possible for you. Okay. Other things, other housekeeping things. Respect me, or I'll throw you out. Love you guys so much, and I know I probably don't have to say that to you guys, but it needs to be said, right? Do your homework. There are going to be 3 prizes given at the end of the week for a drawing. Heidi is. Let's get it. 3 prizes for a drawing from everyone who does their homework. So do your homework every single day and you will qualify for the drawing, okay? Tag me in your posts. I'm not getting notified. Tag me, okay? And this needs to be your priority. This needs to be your number 1 priority. Manifesting works, but it does not work if you are so busy taking care of like your life and like keeping things on like your daily schedule. We want to clear our calendars. We want to make time for this. This needs to be our priority, right? Manifesting is about being very intentional, and you cannot be intentional if you are running around wearing yourself down. So you have to clear your calendar and make sure, not just for this 1 hour, you have to make sure you're focused on what I'm teaching you, right? So make time to relax, chill out, really set your intentions on manifesting, right? Okay, so day 1, welcome to day 1. You guys have all made it. Okay, so day 1 is about where are you now? Now, I've read your intros. I've read like your introductions, and I know a lot about where you are right now. Copious notes. Awesome. Awesome. I know a lot about where you are now, but let's break it down even more. Let's go to another level with this, because you have to be super clear about where you are now. But first, I haven't actually met all of you. Right? So my name is Nichole Carlson, and I have been helping people in their relationships and in manifesting their soulmates and helping them turn their marriages around, right? So, and I know that I can do the same for you. But here's my story, right? So my story is very long actually. I'm gonna like cut it up for you. So 20 years ago, I married a man that I didn't trust because he cheated on me, right? So I married a man that I didn't trust. I was in that relationship for 12 years. I eventually decided to get a divorce, and I got a divorce. I sold my house. I quit my job. I sold my car an hour after I quit my job, and then the next day I was on a one-way ticket to Spain. So that marriage ended and I moved on, right? But the reason that didn't work was 1, because he cheated on me, 2, because he ignored me and neglected me, and so that was never gonna work, right? So then I got into another relationship with a man who also neglected me. And then that didn't work. So I got into another relationship with another man who also neglected me. So, end of 2017, right? End of 2017, we broke up. Me and my last ex-boyfriend, right? We broke up, and I flipped a switch inside of me and I said, this will never happen again. Who is at that point? Are you at that point? This will never happen again. Raise your hand, give me some hearts if you are at that point where you know this will never happen to you again. So I was at this point where I decided this is never going to happen to me again. I am absolutely, positively committed to figuring this out. So 6, 7, 8 months later, I fell in love with this man who I had known for about 4 years. Good. Heidi, Laura, awesome. Margarita, Michelle, Lindsay, yes. Okay, so I fell in love with this man who I had known for about 4 years, and there was an energetic connection between us. Now, who here has that energetic connection with somebody? Raise your hand, send me some hearts. If you put a 1 in the comments. Let's do that. Put a 1 in the comments if you have that energetic connection with somebody and you're just like, I feel it, Nichole. I know this is real, right? So yes, Heidi, Danica, hi, good to see you, Danica. Michelle, okay, awesome. Heidi. So you have this energetic connection. I haven't seen him in almost 3 months. 1, yes, okay. So here's what happened. Laura, I'm waiting for him to come back. Here's what happened. He told me that he loved me. And he told me he wasn't ready for a relationship. Who is there? Put a 2 in the comments if you're getting mixed signals. Mixed signals, right? I've had it, but not currently. Okay, Lindsay, we'll take care of you. 2 in the comments from mixed signals. He loves you, but he's not ready for a relationship. It can be so frustrating. So what did I do? Okay? I decided to work on me. I decided that I was going to figure out how to love myself, figure out how to show up fully for me, and I healed myself from 20 years of past trauma. I went back and I healed myself from my past relationship with my ex-husband who had cheated on me, right? I thought that time heals your pain, okay? This is not true. Time does not heal your pain, right? You actually have to go back and heal this stuff. Now, I have a healing video for you guys. If you guys are like, I need to heal, and I can send that to you, PM me and I will send you the link to that. That is not part of this course, but it's free and I want you guys to have that, okay? So I had to go back and heal from my past. I did that. He still was saying, I'm not ready for a relationship. Okay. So then I kept working on me. I did a lot of work. And a year later, I was so frustrated. I watched it last night. Phenomenal. Good. Yes.
My phone is ringing.
Okay. I have it on do not call. Okay. So a year later, I'm still frustrated. He's still saying, I'm not ready for a relationship. I love you, right? And I decide that I'm going to manifest my soulmate. I get to another decision, another big decision where I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. And so I wrote in my journal that I was going to manifest him. I wrote that I'm so grateful to be married to this man, right? I wrote this line in my journal. Very simple. I shut the journal and I realized that I was manifesting. Before this, I wasn't big into manifesting, right? So I realized, and this was a year ago yesterday. I realized that I was manifesting. And with manifesting, you guys know a little bit about this, right? But with manifesting, you have to decide exactly what you want. So I laid in my hammock, and which is actually in my dining room, right there. So I laid in my hammock for 3 days, and I visualized him proposing, us getting married, and I visualized us being on a beach, which is not in Austin. I am in Austin, Texas. There is no beach here. So I knew this had to happen in some place like California, Hawaii, or Florida, right? I knew it wasn't gonna happen here. But I visualized, and I literally did nothing but eat and visualize, and I was in La La Land, okay? The 4th day I saw him, so 4th day I went to the gym and saw him there, okay? And I took a ring, like a fashion jewelry, just a stupid $5 ring, right? That I got from the mailbox, and I showed it to him, and he takes that ring and he goes to one knee. Just like I envisioned, right? Except there was no sand, right? We're in a gym. And I'm freaking out because he is not the marrying type. He is absolutely not the marrying type. And for him to go down on one knee, this was big, right? And he knew that I was in love with him, so he wasn't gonna like fuck around with my emotions. So he goes to one knee, and I'm freaking out, and I'm like, oh my God, this is real. And then when I was about to leave, he's like, what are you doing tomorrow? And I was like, whoa. So he comes over the next day, and he says, Nichole, wherever you go, I'm going to follow you. We've been together since that day. We've been together since that day. He has told me that he's met my grams, which is kind of like my mother, because my mother passed away. He's met my grams. He has told me that he wants to marry me. He's told me he loves me. We've been talking about our wedding. We've been talking about getting married. This is the only man who's ever talked about getting married. Like, usually I don't ever want to talk about the M word with my boyfriends, but this guy brings it up. This guy is all about marrying me, right? So that is my story. I know your story is a little bit different, but I know the steps to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. And some of you have a lot of work to do. Some of you have a lot of work to do. So we're going to do as much as we can in these 5 days together, right? We're going to pack it in. And I'm going to get you as far as you can. So, let's start with where you are right now, okay? Hi, Chandra. So where you are right now and where I was when I was kind of where you are right now. Okay, so where I was before was, I was following a pattern. I was following a pattern of neglect. Being in relationships with neglectful men, okay? So the bigger thing was that I was following a pattern that my mom was following. My mom married a man who started cheating on her, my dad, right? My dad was a cheater. So my mom stayed committed to this man that was cheating on her, right? And I started that same pattern. I married a man that cheated on me. And even though I got out of that relationship, I got out of that marriage, and I thought, and of course, you know, I picked safe men after that, people who would never cheat, but they still neglected me. So here it is. This is where you are right now. You have a pattern that you are repeating, okay? Your problem is not this guy, right? Your problem is not this guy that you think will not commit. Your problem is actually your pattern, okay? Who is with me? This makes it so much easier on so many different levels, because if you know what your pattern is, right, then you can fix that problem. So what is your pattern? Is it neglectful men? Is it what is the type of man or woman, for that we have a couple guys in here, right? What is the type of person that you are attracted to that is your pattern? Right? Yes, I know my pattern. I date narcissists, just like my dad. Okay, Lindsay, what a great example of the same thing that I kind of went through, right? Not narcissists, but yeah, neglectful men, right? So what is your pattern? Because if you can take your focus away from this man, right? This person out there that you have an energetic block with, right? And focus on emotionally neglectful or unavailable. Emotionally unavailable men has been it for me the last 3 relationships. That was totally me. Neglectful, emotionally unavailable. Yes. So we have to focus on our pattern, right? Because our problem is not the man out there, the man or woman, right? Our problem is this pattern. This is what we have to work with. Keep picking the same guy over and over again. Yes. And I did that too. I thought, I'm never going to pick somebody who would cheat on me. So I picked people who were very safe, but they were still neglectful. And I was like, I'm still having the same problem. Right, neglectful, the avoidance type, yes. This is what we're taking care of this week. This is it. This is where you are, right? So you've been looking at this problem, right, with this guy that he isn't texting you back, he isn't calling you back, he's hot and cold, he's ghosting you. That is not the problem. The problem is your pattern. Now, if you think about it, it's way harder to deal with someone who's ghosting you, not texting you back, hot and cold, and because you cannot control the other person, right? You cannot actually control them, but you can fix your own problem. Avoidant men. You can fix your own problem, and that is exactly what we're looking at here, because this is what people don't actually see in their day-to-day life when they're trying to manifest things. They don't see what the real problem is. So when you're trying to manifest money, you probably don't see what your real problem is. My old therapist told me the pattern is the comfort zone, since it's something we were raised into based off the relationships we saw from birth. Yes, absolutely. That's true. What if there were many different patterns in the same man? You probably have multiple, there's probably multiple things. Yeah, so what the homework is tonight is to list all your patterns. Not just I just say mine was neglectful men, but there were so many things to that, right? So your homework tonight is going to be to list your pattern, because this is where you are right now. So in manifesting, right? Manifesting is collapsing time and space, right? Now, we're not going to get really heavy into manifesting because we really have to dig into this problem, but we're going to use the principles of manifesting. So what we want is, okay, you're here in a non-relationship relationship and you want to be married, right? So you want to be over here, right? I'll write, Margarita, I'm going to write that in the challenge. So I'll write the homework out. So you're here in this non-relationship relationship. You want to be married and in a real relationship, right? So what we want to do is we want to collapse time and space, because right now there's a gap, right? So manifesting is about collapsing time and space. But to collapse time and space, you have to know where you are right now and where you want to be, okay? And what happened for me a year ago with me manifesting him showing up at my door, I collapsed time and space. But not only did I collapse time and space for me, I collapsed time and space for him. Okay? And we can get more into this later. But that's what manifesting is. We want to, you already know what's supposed to happen in your life. You already know these things, right? On a subconscious level. Maybe not on a conscious level, but you know, like, that's why you have these energy things, these energy connections, because you already know. Okay, so let's see. So the homework tonight is going to be to write out what the real problem is, your patterns, and write out where it started. Did it start with you? Did it start with your mother? Did it start further back? You may not even know. Like, I don't know about my grandmother's situations, right? But I do know about my mom's situation. Okay, and then you're gonna make a commitment. Your commitment is to solving the problem. That was the difference between when I left my ex-husband in 2008 and when I left my ex-boyfriend in 2017, right? That was the difference in the being able to manifest what I wanted, because in 2017 I was committed to solving the problem. In 2008 I was committed to getting away from the man that was causing me problems, right? Very, very different, right? So maybe you also have to get rid of the guy. Maybe that is a thing, but you have to look at it from the problem of the pattern. Thank you. I meant the list that we have to do. But yeah, it will help a lot if we see all the positive patterns, if you give us some samples. Okay. Well, you guys, see, this is great because you guys have each other, right? You guys have each other, and when everyone puts their homework in, right, then you guys can see what other people are going through, and you're going to see that it's all the same, that you guys are going to be so alike in these patterns, right? Because you guys all came to me out of that one post, right? That one Facebook ad. So everything, like, if I didn't resonate with you, you guys wouldn't be very similar, right? So you guys are going to have very similar stories, so do not be shy to share your stories. You guys are really going to help each other level up and get to where you can collapse time and space, right? So please do share your homework, and there's, 3 prizes given out. But it's really going to help each other get to the next level. Okay, so I want to talk about mindset. I want to talk about mindset because this is huge. So this is not your last chance, your last ditch effort. This is not, do you teach how to manifest a whole new version of the person? Yes, when you go through this 5-day challenge, think about that and how you can apply what I'm saying to that. It's not always possible, but it is possible, right? If that person is, sometimes it is possible, sometimes it isn't. It just depends on the situation. Okay, so this is not like a last-ditch effort. This is not something you can squeeze into your busy day. This is something that you actually have to focus your time and attention on, right? This must be a priority. So the thing is, we have to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. I'll tell you, that year that I was in love with that man, my future husband, right, that I was in love with him, that he kept saying, I'm not ready for a relationship, that was difficult. Okay, bye Natalie, thanks for showing up. That was so difficult, right? It was so hard to sit here and be like, I know that we're supposed to be together, and he keeps telling me that he's not ready. Okay? One more thing that I do want to say with this, and I think it's really important for you guys as far as mindset. When I manifested him, when I wrote that line in my journal that I was going to marry him, I added in my head, I want him or someone better. Okay? This is so, so important when manifesting. It has to be what you want or better. Because we cannot control the outcome, right? We cannot fully control the outcome. And what we try to do a lot of times in relationships is we try to control the other person, right? And that's not going to be possible. So we want him, her, or better. We want this person or better, right? So that's what we're really looking for. Your mindset has to be like, I am definitely going to do this. I am definitely committed. So who here is committed? People only change when they want to. I feel like this is about learning to change ourselves, yes, and our thoughts, and attract someone who is more the version of what we want. And if that's a past person, it'll only be because they better themselves to match your frequency. That is so true. That is so true. That is true. Okay. So there are situations. Heidi, yes. Judith, hi, Judith. There are situations where they just got out of a relationship. They are stressed out at work. There are situations, but the person is always the person. I'll do anything to get there. Laura, awesome. Awesome. The person is always the person. You cannot change a person, right? You do have to change yourself and allow whatever happens to happen, right? So it has to be this person or someone better. Karima, awesome. Laura, awesome. So are you fully committed? Are you fully committed? Because that's what it's going to take to manifest what you want. Now, I've manifested a lot of things in my life. I've manifested creating this business, right? I used to be a software engineer. What if I don't want anyone back? I need to manifest a future partner that I don't even know yet. Awesome. Yes, totally. This is for you. Totally. Yes. I've manifested this business. I used to be a software engineer, which is ridiculous. Honestly, I look back and I'm like, how did that happen? I manifested this. I manifested, I'm in bodybuilding competitions. I manifested winning. I manifested clients. I manifested money. I manifested my soulmate. Like, you can use manifesting. Phil, I helped Phil manifest getting out of software engineering. You can use manifesting for anything. So I have 8 steps that I went through to manifest my future husband, right? And that's part of really what I'm taking you through. But a lot of you have told me your story. Well, I think everybody's told me their story. And I know what you need right now, right? And so we're gonna digging deep because you've got a lot of work to do, and that's why I'm helping you get there, right? That's why we're doing mindset stuff and like doing homework and all of that, because manifesting is not, Laura, yeah, okay, then put that in the group if you can. Manifesting is not wishing for something. Manifesting is not just knowing where you are, where you want to be, and wishing and visualizing for that to happen. There's a lot more work that goes into it. I think it's harder than, just like working on it because it takes a lot of mindset to get to where you want to go, right? Mindset is the hardest work that you have to do, right? How many of you, like this is a great example, how many of you can stick to a diet for over a week? That takes mindset. And this is the same kind of thing, right? If you can stick to a diet because your mindset is so on point with your goals, then you can make it happen. Heidi, you're good at sticking to a diet? Good. Yeah. But like I've had to do that for like my last competition. I had to stick to the diet for 10 months. Boy, that was hard, right? But I won, right? Me, same food for years. Yeah. Yeah. So it gets really tough. But if you can apply that with men, relationships, for those guys who are watching this, to a cleanse this week. But it's not easy, right? It really isn't. You know how much mindset work it takes to get what you want. And it was so hard for me when my future husband kept saying, I'm not ready for a relationship. And I was just like, okay, well, it's going to come, right? It's going to come. I lost a food, what? LOL, lost a food manifestors here. A lot of food manifestors here. Yeah, so it's really hard. And like you guys have had the experience of not getting the right, not manifesting your soulmate. You're manifesting bad relationship. How can you believe when you've manifested 3, 5, 10 bad relationships or 20 years of bad relationships, right? It's hard to believe that you can have what you want. Now that's the mindset part of it. Who believes that you can have exactly the relationship that you want? Give me a heart emoji if you believe that you can manifest the exact relationship that you want, that you can manifest your soulmate relationship. Like if you fully believe. Lots, yeah. Yes. Okay, Heidi, Michelle, yes. And I'll tell you, there were days when I was like, I don't know if I believe. I can't say I'm sure, right? Right. It's really, really going to be your belief that gets you to manifest your soulmate. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm talking about mindset. That's why I'm taking you through the steps. That's why I'm digging through your story, because you need to believe, because I believe that you can manifest your soulmate. I fully believe in you guys, right? And you have to believe that. I have to help you believe in the days that you don't believe. This is why, like, I've worked with coaches to help me believe in my dreams, right? So it's hard to believe when you're tired. It's hard to believe when you're hungry. It's hard to believe when you keep getting ghosted. How do you believe, right? We're going to talk about that in day 4, right? So how do you believe when you keep seeing proof that it's never going to happen, right? I totally was not going to talk about this. Hard to believe when you're heartbroken. Absolutely, right? But there's a part of you, I can feel my change of energy. I believe now. Yeah, we require this push. Thank you. Yes. There is a part of you that even though you don't believe, you believe because you are here. You're like, I believe. It's like, I believe, please help me believe. I think there's a prayer in the Bible with that. Like, God, I believe, please help me believe. I don't know if there's anybody who reads the Bible in here, if you can confirm that. But it's like, you believe or else you wouldn't be here, right? You believe in what you're doing or else you wouldn't show up for it. Yes, I believe. Help my unbelief. Thank you, Laura. Right? So you don't fully believe. Maybe right now, because, you know, it's day 1 of the challenge. Nichole's going to help you. You're going to learn all these great things. Yes, one of those disciples. Thank you, Laura. So Nichole's going to help me. We're going to learn all this new stuff. It's day 1. I'm so hopeful. But not every day is going to feel like day 1 of the 5-day challenge, right? There's going to be days when you need help believing, right? And this is why I've hired coaches for my bodybuilding competitions, for my business, for like all the things, because there are days when I'm like, I don't know if I can pick up that weight. I don't know if I could run my 2 miles that I need to run today. I don't know if I can sell my course. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if this is possible, right? So I borrow the belief from my coaches, right? So you can borrow my belief in you. That's what you have to do. You have to borrow my belief. Well, if Nichole says it's possible, I'm going to borrow her belief because she says it's possible. It happened for her, right? After 20 years. After 20 years of struggle, it finally happened for me, right? God, I don't want it to take you guys 20 years, right? And it shouldn't. It shouldn't, unless you want it to take you 20 years. But the sooner you get this, the sooner you step up, the sooner you decide that this is an absolute must for you, the sooner it's going to happen for you. You have to be relentless and I'm not going to stop. I'm going to get this. I'm fully committed to solving this problem. Okay, I want to see that in the comments. I'm committed to solving this problem. I'm fully committed. I believe. I believe. I believe in you, Margarita. I believe in you, Laura. I believe in you, Lindsay. Danica, I believe in you. Elizabeth, I believe in you. Stephanie, Karima, I believe in you. Punani, I believe in you. I believe 100%. If you lost your faith, you can borrow mine. Yes. I believe, but I know I need help. I have been trying to manifest for months and months and no avail. Not just a relationship. Yes. 100% on board. Committed. I'm committed to solving this problem. 100%. I can manifest the relationship and life I want. Yes. I believe in me and in all of us. 100%. I believe. You have, if you don't believe, this is going to be impossible. That is why I'm here, because you need to borrow my belief some days. I'm fully committed to solving this problem, I believe. Absolutely. Committed to solving. If you don't fully believe, then you're not going to fully show up, right? So I'm showing you exactly what your real problem is. This thing, this pattern that probably your mom went through, that you've been going through for 5, 10, 15, 20 years even, right? This is the real problem. It's not this guy that you think is your soulmate, right? And maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong, maybe we need to, for some of us, we need to work that out, But your real problem is this pattern. This is the real deal. And now that you see it for what it is, right? Everything's going to shift for you because you know what you're fighting now. When before it was just like, why isn't this guy texting me back? Right? It's completely different. Who feels like this is completely different than what you were thinking 24 hours ago. Put a 3 in the comments if this is completely different than what you were thinking your real problem was. Committing, okay. Three, Heidi, yes, completely different. Yeah. 3, Lindsay Ann, yes. 3, Karima, yes. Yes. Because now you know that this problem is all in your hands. If it was him or her, for the guys that are watching, right? If it was this other person, that seems impossible. Like, how do you make somebody text you back? And you can definitely make, like, doing this work that you are doing with me this week, it will change him, okay? Guaranteed, right? Now, the problem is a pattern that you are following, that you are doing every single time in every relationship. That is complete. You can definitely change that, right? And that's what I'm going to help you change. I really want to keep going and do all the days today. But there's so much material. So how do you feel? How do you feel? Do you believe? Do you believe? Because I'm about to let you go. I'm about to jump off here and upload your homework. I chase them always. No more chasing. No more. You don't got to do that anymore. Yes. Who's tired of chasing? So much to think about. Yes. Okay. So, put your wins. Same. Put your wins in the group. I overcommit too quickly. Okay, that's gonna go. I'm exhausted. Oh God, yeah, I know. Lindsay, that's gonna go in your list tonight. I'm exhausted. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. You know all about being exhausted. I meet their needs and they don't meet mine. Oh gosh, that's definitely a huge one. Yep. We're done with that. We're done overgiving, exhausting ourselves. No more. I overcommit too soon as well. Yep, I wanted everything to be perfect too soon. Yep. 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 Everything's going to shift for you ladies. Everything is going to shift for you guys. Okay? Overgive. Overgiving is a big one. Overgiving is a big one. That is not something that we're really going to cover unless that just comes out of my mouth. But yeah, stop overgiving. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Me too. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm so excited. This is going to be a huge life-changing week for you ladies, and for you, Phil. But I'm going to go. I'm going to let you guys get to it. I'm going to drop your homework in the next 10, 20 minutes. I already have that written up. I redid the whole course earlier today, so you have fresh material, and this is made, like everything I'm saying this week is specifically for you, right? Because you are sharing your story with me, and I can give you exactly what you need. You're so welcome. All right. You're so welcome. I love you guys. I believe in you. I believe so much in you. Okay? You guys are amazing. You guys are going to manifest your soulmates, and your lives are going to change. I love you guys.